Welcome to Doing Time with Joe. I'm your host, Joe Baker, back again with another episode, y'all. In this episode, I'm going to share with you when I was offered by another inmate to wipe out all of my competition when I was selling drugs in prison. He was going to go to the administration on my behalf and tell them that everybody that was selling drugs, give them information on them, help the administration set them up, get them out of my way so that I could control the flow of the drugs at the particular facility, right? What he didn't know is that I didn't get out like that. I didn't want it like that. But I'm going to share this story with you because it's another example of how, they say there's no honor among thieves. Ain't no honor in this lifestyle. And I want you to know that. You know what I mean? Without any reservations, you need to know that this is a loser's lifestyle and it's not one that you should want to partake in. But I'm going to let you know this story. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Yeah, man, this story happened years ago, over 20 years ago. Well, no, maybe 15. Let me keep my numbers right. Maybe 15 years ago, almost 20 years ago, where I was heavy into the dope game. I was selling whatever could be sold, making money, doing all the things that I do, having one foot in and one foot out, making it look like I was clean, but at the same time I was dirty as they come, lying to myself, conning everybody around me. But I thought that's what it was about, I was trying to do me the best way that I knew how. And I was wrong about it. But anyway, this particular situation happened, man. I had this dude to come to me. He was an inmate advisor, right? And an inmate advisor is a person that acts as the lawyer in here. Like when we get in trouble, we get a disciplinary write-up, right? And when we get that write-up, we have to choose or decide whether we want to be represented by an inmate advisor. And usually they'll have 2 to 3 inmate advisors on the compound, right? And so you get to pick one. So this one inmate advisor that I had some dealing with in the past, I had paid him to help make sure that a few of the guys that I mess with got the lowest penalty that they could get. And so he went in there and represented them pretty good and got them a few days in the hole. So he thought we had this rapport where, he looked out for me, I looked out for him because he got high, right? So he thought he could come to me and help me. So what happened was this. He was really out there. He owed a lot of people money, making promises that he couldn't keep. Plus he had a habit that was out of this world. So he had this harebrained idea that he would come to me and offer me an opportunity of a lifetime. That's how he put it. He came up to me and said, Joe T, I need to talk to you. I said, what's up, man? You know what I'm saying? And his name was Craig. We're going to call him Craig anyway, right? He come up to me. He said, I got this proposal for you, man. I said, proposal? I'm straight. I don't need a lawyer. I ain't been in no trouble or nothing like that. And nobody that I mess with has been in any trouble. So I don't need anything from you right now, man. He's like, no, let me talk to you, man. I got some things going on that I need a little assistance in. And if you can be some of assistance to me, I can most definitely be some of assistance to you. And both of us can get what we want and what we need, right? So when he said that, I got to thinking, I said, oh, okay. He might be trying to offer me an opportunity that he'll bring me some drugs in. You know what I'm saying? I'm always looking for another route. I'm always looking for somebody else to be able to help me, you know what I'm saying, keep my enterprise moving. So I'd like, okay then, Craig, tell me, what is it that you want from me? What is it that you are offering me? And he said, man, I need a little money. I'm in a little debt. You know what I'm saying? And plus, I need a little something to get the monkey off my back. I said, I got you on that, but why should I do that? And this when he told me, he said, look, this is what I can do. Everybody on the compound that sells dope, everybody's competing for the same money. He said, we can wipe all of them out and you can make all the money. You know what I'm saying? And you just break me off a little bit, help me get out of debt and keep me straight every now and then, right? I'm like, oh, really? So you trying to tell me that you got enough influence? I'm playing him along now because I want to know how much this dude knows and how much influence he really has, right? I said, so you telling me that you got enough influence with the administration, you can go to them and just tell them somebody's selling drugs, and then they'll take them, lock them up, get them off the compound. And he was like, yeah, I can do that. He said, man, you'll be surprised at all of the things that we do in the D board and all this. And I'm like, no, I won't be surprised. I've heard about it. You know what I'm saying? But it wouldn't surprise me at all to see, you know what I'm saying, to know about all the dirty things y'all do down there, man. I know y'all ain't straight like that. So I said, but tell me specifically what it is that you can do for me. He said, you know, such and such and such and such and such and such, right? They all get money. I can get them locked up today and shipped away from this compound so you don't have to worry about nothing. You'll be the only one with the major drugs and you can make all the money. I said, man, so now my brain is racing. I'm like, man, I'm not finna do this, first of all. Second of all, if he got it like that, he's a threat to me. Because if I take him up on this, he gonna feel like I'm just like him, right? And I didn't want to be put in the category of a rat. Because here's how it goes, right? If you don't believe in it, you don't participate in it. If you don't believe in it, you don't condone it, right? So my thing was, if I tell him to go do that, it's just like me going to do it. What's the difference? There is none. There is no difference. So I'm telling him, okay, this is what I need you to do. I got to slow walk him now because people like that, they get antsy. If he feels like I'm finna turn on him, oh, he's going straight down to the captain's office and I'm going to be gone. So I said, look, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to get at you later. I got to figure out what it is I want you to do and who I want you to do it to. You feel what I'm saying? And then I hit him with this. I said, look, so you telling me you can get it done just like that? He said, just like that, Joe T. I said, but look, what if I wanted one done today and one done next week? Spread it out. He said, man, however you want to do it, I can do it. I said, that's what's up. Then he hit me and said, can I get a little something for you, man? Just, you know what I mean, to get the monk off my back? Yeah, I broke him off a little bit and gave him a little rock. He go off, you know what I'm saying, do his own thing, whatever the case may be. So now I'm in the room. So I tell, you know, my brothers, a couple of my brothers outside the cell, I tell them, go get one of my partners for me. I tell them who to go get. They come over there right now. The one of the dudes that he's trying to cross out, he happens to be crippin'. So when he go get when folks go get Cuz and he come over to the room, I said, look here, Cuz. I need to break you off something and tell you something, but I need you to play this how I say play this. Because if you don't play this the way I say play this, all of us finna get shipped, man, from away from here, man. And we probably go to max behind this time. And he sat up on the stool. He said, man, what you talking about, Joe T? Man, we ain't doing nothing around here. Just trying to get a little bit of money, man. Ain't nobody really doing nothing like that. I said, nah, but listen, let me explain to you what just happened to me, man. I said, you know Craig, the inmate advisor? He was like, yeah, I know that sucker. I said, look here, man. I said, man, this dude just came to me and offered to wipe out all my competition on the compound. Everybody that's getting money like me, he offered to knock all of y'all out the box, man. So I can make all the money. In exchange, I need to help him get out of debt and, you know, break him off a little dope every now and then. You feel me? So Cuz sitting there looking at me, he got that look on his face like, all right, I don't know if you playing me or not. That's the look he gave me. I don't know if you playing me or not. But then I said, what you think about that, Cuz? Why you looking at me like that? He said, man, if dude came to you like that, he said, why ain't you bomb on the fool and gone and whoop it? I said, nigga, because I ain't trying to get shit right now. I said, sometimes everything ain't needed for the enforcement. I said, sometimes you got to finesse, man. So he said, you right, Joe T, Joe T. All this and that, right? But I know he rocking me too, right? Because now it's an issue of he questioning my gangster. You know what I'm saying? Because in the game, somebody come to you like that, you supposed to smack that fool. Check him on the spot. But I knew that if I did that, I would be gone and nobody would really know why I was gone. You feel me? You got to assess the threat. And that's what Cuz ain't understanding. So I told him, I hit him like this, y'all. This is how I hit him. I said, hey, cuz. I said, how long you been knowing me? He said, a few years, OT. I've been knowing you for a few years. I said, we always did good business. He was like, yeah, we always did good business. Now look, this is why I did that. You got to make it personal. Got to make it personal to them, or they ain't going to relate to you. So when I'm hitting them with all of these things and telling them, look here, man, don't question me. If you trust me, when I come to you like this, cuz, trust me. So he like, hey, that's what's up, cuz. I trust you, Joe T. I trust you. I trust you. I trust you. I said, that's all I'm asking you to do. He said, so what you need me to do? I said, man, you know how this thing go. It's either him or us. If we don't get rid of this fool, we're done. Because I told him, hold up, let me figure out how I want to do this. So he's expecting something from me. He is expecting me to get back with him. I didn't tell him when, but I told him I'm going to have to think about how I want to do this thing. So he's expecting me to get back at him and let him know how I want to get rid of all of y'all. You understand what I'm telling you? He's like, yeah, I understand. I understand what you're saying, folks. I understand exactly what you're saying. I said, okay then. This is what I need you to do, cuz. I said, I need you to go get some of them little young homies of yours, right? I can't use my folks. Because if I use the folks, he going to feel like I did that. He don't know nothing about you. You don't know what he's told me. And you understand what I'm saying? So, cuz looking at me like, yeah. I see where you're going with this. I see where you're going with this. I said, look, I need you to go get some of them young homies of yours that's with it, bout it, all the way. But they listen. I need the ones that listen. And what we gonna do tonight in the gym, we're gonna get up in the gym. And when we're getting out there on that court, I need cuz them, some of the young YGs, I need them to get at dude. But they need to get at him in a certain way. He said, like, get at him how? I said, man, look, I need them to start getting all in his face, talking crazy, calling them all kind of bitches and hoes and this and that, just for nothing. Because dude ain't a sucker. He know how the game goes, right? So he got to respond to that. He said, man, I can't just have him getting out there all just walk on the court and call dude a bitch. I like, nah. I said, nah, we need to do it when we shooting up for teams, everybody choosing up. Cuz them, you know what I'm saying, when they get on the team and get picked, they need to be saying, man, I don't want that bitch ass nigga on my team. I don't want him on my team. But they need to say it loud enough so he can hear. So cuz said, man, Joe T, you gonna have to explain it to them, man, because I can't explain it the way you explain it. I said, man, go get them and bring them over here then, man. So he go get 3 of the little young homies and bring them into the room, right? Now, we all packed in the room. Now, folks them outside the cell, they like, man, what you got going on, man? I said, man, y'all just hold up, man. I got something real important I'm working on. I'm going to fill you in before we go to the gym tonight. Bet that? Bet that. Everybody like, GD that, bro. GD that, bro. I said, okay, then. I got it. Give me some room, man. So we up in the room, me and cuz now. So I explained to the little young homies, I said, this is what you got to do. When any one of y'all hit and picking the team, and one of y'all got to hit, don't do this until you picking the team. When one of y'all picking the team, y'all pick, and then the other one say, man, what about Craig, man? We gonna get Craig? And then one of y'all, the other one, he said, nah, I want that bitch ass nigga on the team with me. But you need to say it loud enough for him to hear it. Because once he hears it, he gonna respond. He gonna say something foul. And then that's when y'all need to say, well, what you want to do, boy? And walk up on him. Don't give him no room to run. Make sure he can't get out the door. And don't let him back down. Don't let him talk out of it. Don't let him say, I'm sorry. Nothing. Tell him it's going down and then push on him. And when you push on him, I need you to push on him hard. Beat him. And then when you beat him, understand you're going to the hole, man. It's just as simple as that. You're going to the hole. But you're going to get back out. You know how it is around here. They're going to let you back out. But we're going to make sure he don't get back out. So now the little young homies are, how you going to make sure he don't get out and we get out? Man, just you do what you need to do. We're going to take care of the other. You feel what I'm saying? And they were like, cuz, what you saying, man? What you think, man? He said, man, we're going to do this. So everybody in there, that's what's up. We all in agreement. So cuz them leave. They go back to the pod where they live at. Now I get folks them in the cell. I explain everything to folks them. They so mad they want to go get Craig right now, but I'm trying now. I got to talk them out. Look, man, we got to finesse this thing, cause if we don't finesse this thing, y'all ain't gonna eat no more. They ain't got the plug. I got the plug. See, so now they worrying about how they gonna eat if something happens. So now they want to listen. So now I'm letting them know when we go to the gym, it's going down. All I need y'all to do is make sure he can't get out the gym. Don't let him run to that door and get out that gym. He got to get it. They was like, that's what's up, folks. He ain't getting out the gym. So we go to the gym. I'm sitting in the bleachers. I'm not playing because, see, I got to make sure I got an alibi. I got to make sure that I'm not on that court. Because if I'm on that court, I'm one of the first ones going to the hole. So I'm sitting in the bleachers and I'm making sure that the camera is on me. Because, you know, they got cameras up in the ceiling. So I'm making sure I'm making sure the camera is on me. You feel what I'm saying? So anyway, I don't know if it works, but I'm making sure it's on me. Plus, I'm making sure the gym coordinator can see me. So when I went into the gym, I make sure and speak to him. You know what I'm saying? Let him know I'm in there. And then I'm saying, man, I'm going to go on and sit down tonight. I ain't going to play no ball. I'm saying all these things, so I want him to remember this when this thing go down, because they're going to say, what was Joe T at? So I'm sitting in the stand, and it pops off. Cuz and them shooting for see who going to pick teams. Cuz hit, and he picking, and it go down just how I said it. One of the young YGs said, man, I don't want that bitch ass nigga Craig on our team, man. Craig said, man, what you say? He said, you heard what I said, boy. I said, man, you know what it is with me. And then he said, man, you keep running your mouth, we're going to have some problems. He said, no, we got some problems now. So now all three of them start walking towards him. And just like I knew he would, he was like, man, y'all tripping, man. I ain't trying to do all that, man. I'm sorry, man. It's all good. Y'all gone on. Y'all young, right? They were like, nah, nigga, you ain't talking up out of this. You finna get this. So he backing up and he looking around, and now all of a sudden, ain't nobody moving. Ain't number Crips and gangsters and all other kind of affiliations. Everybody done stopped. Everybody got their arms crossed watching to see how this play out. Craig looking for a way out. Ain't nowhere to go. Ain't nowhere to run. Then Cuz and them bomb on him. They jacking. Like I said, he wasn't no sucker, but they jacking. They jacking. But they get him down and they beating him, stomping him into the ground. By then, the police run out there. They call the code. Everybody got to get on the ground. We all laying down on the ground in the gym, face down, hands out, spread out. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody moving. They come get him. They take all four of them up out of there, straight to the hole. Then they close the gym. We all got to go back to the unit. On the way back to the unit, me and Cuz, we whispering and talking. So, and I asked him, I said, you think the little homies going to keep their mouth shut? He was like, they better. They better. I said, that's what's up. I said, look here, man. We're going to get all this stuff straight tomorrow. Make sure this thing come off without a hitch, right? You know what you got to do, right? He was like, yeah, I know. What me and him had already talked about is this. A lot of times when a lot of dudes go to the hole, especially when it's something dealing with gangs, what happens is people in them gangs start dropping notes, telling the administration, you let that sucker out the unit, out of the building, put him back on his compound, we're going to kill him. A lot of affiliations do that to avoid having to do something else and get rid of people. See what I'm saying? So sure as the sky is blue, they getting letters from all of them. Cuz and them dropping the letters. You let him out of the hole, we're going to kill him. You let him out of the hole, we're going to kill him. So the little homies, they get out of the hole. Because shipping them ain't going to do them to make it worse for Craig. But they don't let Craig out of the hole. They keep him in the hole for about 30 days, right? So while he in the hole, guess what I do? I write him a letter. Look here, Craig. I hate that happened to you, homie. But if you need anything, you let me know. I got you. Boom. He get the letter. He shoot me back. He said, yeah, Joe T, man, good looking out, man. You know what I'm saying? I know you was one of the real ones and all this and that, right? I'm sorry I couldn't help you, but it's really helped me, man, because now them suckers, I ain't paying them nothing. I'm finna get on down on them, right? I was like, that's what's up. I hit him back, tell him, that's what's up, man. I told him, take care of yourself down the road, man. You know how this thing go. And that was that on that. And I said all that to say for this reason. The game is never what it seems. It's never what it seems. People will put on like they are solid as a rock, but they're not. It's all about what advantage they can get. That's what this thing is about. And it's crooked, but it brings out the worst in us. It brings out the worst in us. And you got to be cutthroat to survive in it. But it changes you. It takes that good part of you, it takes it and corrupts it. And if that's not what you want, don't get involved in this lifestyle. Because it's going to turn you into somebody that you're going to grow to despise. You won't even want to look in the mirror. Okay? Just remember that. This is the loser's lifestyle. Anybody with some sense don't want it. Remember what I said, y'all. This has been another episode of Doing Time with Joe. I'm your host, Joe Baker, and I say peace, y'all.